This is the Steppin Razor, the art of war. We're there with you next Thursday. Outside of WWII. Why you love Elise? Elise, what you do? Yes. Well, I long for your hug, man. Trust me, man. I feel like a piece of lumber. Anyway, why you love all the one them down RFM? Why you love all the one them down RFM? And this is the third month now. We're going in and now. Yes. We don't mind it still. But you know, when you get used to certain faces, you want to see them in the places that you are. So, at Jamaica we're there. Jamaica we're there, where things happen just like that. Just like that. And meanwhile we're there, I figure out what happened last week. More things happen since we left here Thursday and gone. So I confront some of them, but I don't know how much people hear this thing here, but to me it's a major thing. And when you talk about racism, it's major thing. So if you don't hear it, we're going to tell you what we're talking about. And make you read the what it is all about. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, the UK on Wednesday said it would offer millions of Hong Kong citizens the right to move to UK. Did you hear what I say? The Prime Minister of England, Boris Johnson, is offering millions of people from Hong Kong citizenship to move to UK. Now, I don't know if you know what is happening, but China is clamping down on dissidents. Them call them people who's protesting all sort of thing and carrying certain banners that is, they claim, deemed a threat to the Chinese society. And because of that, you know that England as a farmer are still colonial masters of certain of these places, feel that they would intervene against China. So it's almost like a spite. Them say, all right, since you do that, here we are going to do. We're going to offer these Chinese citizenship. Here the story goes on. About 3 million. You know how much? This is almost more than the population of Jamaica, you know. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister of England, is saying that about 3 million Hong Kong citizens with British visa rights and their family members will be offered a path to UK citizenship, with Prime Minister Boris Johnson said. Johnson announced the move in retaliation for China's passage of a new national security law for Hong Kong, which he said breached the sign of British joint declaration that the UK and China signed in 1984. The police in Hong Kong said they arrested more than 300 protesters on Wednesday after China imposed the law. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has offered 3 million Hong Kong citizens the right to live and work in the UK after China defied global opposition to impose a new national security law on Hong Kong. And that is what Johnson told the House of Commons on Wednesday, which is yesterday. Now, why am I mentioning this? And I said last week, and I'm going to say it again. I said last week, and I'm going to say it again. In the what them call World War, Germany bombed London. Thousands of British people died. Germany bombed London. We, and we're talking about Jamaican people, went to England and joined their Royal Air Force and fought with the British to kill Germans, to make, according to them, the world a better place. Black people go to England and join the Royal Air Force. They have a whole heap of them long at Jamaica, yeah, who is very proud that they did it. Black people. There was a group named the Windrush, them call them now the Windrush Generation, who was asked to go to England to help England in a lot of different things. And recently, the same Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, and all of the other ones who come before him, declared that they are going to deport these Caribbean people, these Jamaicans, because some of them couldn't find a paper, some of them some of them born there actually. Them parents go up there from them are youth, and them go have picnic up there and picnic go have picnic and all them something there. And now the government of England is declaring that we should leave England and pack up coal, punch up a coal. They were offering to build a prison here so that they can export the so-called Jamaican criminals in the prisons there and bring them over here. And a lot of those prisoners is raised and culturized in England with British attitudes. They have nothing to do with Jamaica more than them family did born here, or some of them did born here, born there, from Jamaican parents. But they see it fit that they would export them from England to Jamaica. No. The Germans can go through England just like that. We have to have visa. We are British Commonwealth. Talking to my brethren last night, we were talking about the difference between Trinidad and Jamaica. Trinidad don't have no queen. They are a republic. They are a republic. Jamaica still maintain the queen through the Governor General of Jamaica, and we still maintain this argument about British Commonwealth. I would like to ask the politicians who run Jamaica, who sit in the Parliament of Jamaica, what is the benefit to Jamaica for being in the Commonwealth? We're going to come forward and still continue talking. This is the Steppin Razor. So we're asking the question still. What is the benefit of Jamaica still hanging to the Queen Fractale being a member of the British Commonwealth? The Queen done with we. She done with we. Because England all done with her too. She's just a figurehead there. The Queen done with we. Why are we paying our representative money and make him live in a situation where it come like him is the king of Jamaica? And we as Jamaican people who help to secure a victory in the World War for England, help to secure victory for England, is being shut out of a place that ravished, rape, murder, kill our foreparents. We insist, and we're going to keep repeating it, that the Prime Minister of Jamaica and him cabinet and him fridge and him everybody must yield to the request of the people. And this is not a Mutabaruka argument. The people don't want a Governor General that represents the Queen linking our so-called colonial past. Recently, the argument about this insignia come up, and we hear that the Prime Minister said that maybe him never even know, you know. Obviously, the right Prime Minister said that because him never know. Just like most people never know. You understand? So, If him never know, the Governor General, like him aware it. As a matter of fact, I heard CNN lauding the Governor General for saying what him saying about him have to go look into it and all them way. That foolishness. Foolishness about look into. You don't have to look into, you look on the signal and see what it is. And your predecessors was wearing it. And now the eyes open to a thing and we are saying, but what are the pan thing there? A white angel upon a black man neck. That sound like George Floyd. We catch them. All right. So the Prime Minister declared, say, maybe, I never know. But I can tell you what the Prime Minister, I hope, know. I am knowing that the Prime Minister know history and know, say, England, Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth I, send people to Africa and take out Africans and put them on a thing named chattel slavery, bind them, whip them, bleed them, kill them, murder them, torture them, all sort of thing, dismember them. I don't know if the Prime Minister know that. I don't know if the Prime Minister know that there was a thing called a slave trade. I don't know if the Prime Minister or the Governor General know that England, one man, look, one of the richest, not the one half, according to the history book, the richest man in Europe was a man named Beckford, who money was made from slavery and cane farming, and you know who was the workers them for that, the slave them. Richest man, Beckford. I don't know if the Prime Minister know that. I don't know if the Prime Minister know that a whole heap of our ancestors and also his ancestors was brainwashed into religious beliefs that was alien to them when them come here, and a system that never served them as people. I don't know if the Prime Minister know that when the Africans start to burn down the plantation and burn down this and burn down that, Britain started to get nervous and realize that they was losing money and decided, say, boy, right now, we have to kind of ease up off of this thing here, you know. And some of them now declare themselves champions for the liberation and the freedom of Africans in the Jamaica. And the Prime Minister and the Governor General ancestors was included in that. I don't know if the Governor General and the Prime Minister know. Anyway, why I'm saying that I don't know if the Prime Minister and Governor General know, those things is enough for recognize that perpetuating and continuing the legacy of these murderers and thieves. Morgan Arbor, who was Morgan? We all know who was Morgan. We all know about the story of Port Royal. Them say Port Royal was one of the wickedest places in the world. In the world. The atrocities that was done there by British pirates, murderers and thieves, wiping out black people in the center of it. That is enough. That is enough. We don't have to know if the Governor General didn't know so that they did it. Maybe he never know. We could talk about what we know. We not talk about what we maybe he never did know. Alright? Maybe he never did know. But what did he know? He know that the same people them who represent was murdering and killing him ancestors them. We know that the Prime Minister is supposed to know that. The Governor General should go. And it's not me when I say that. So we talk about the insignia and the connection. Now, we're not Delphan with them no. Or that may I say. We don't want Delphan. But maybe them never know. We could talk about what them know and still maintain the insignia in the system of government, in the system of religion, and in them heart of hearts, which is really the main thing. They maintain that wicked system over the years, what them know has been cruel against the people them who them claim them govern, and them still maintain it, and them still appear use the taxpayers' money for pay the governor general, pay him gardener, and arrest a youth who picked a dozen ackee off him tree, off our tree, not even film tree, our tree. So, me don't understand that. Me don't understand why him should have say, maybe him never know. And me can call out so many things where him know. And him don't do nothing about it. Remember, Portia say, she's the queen of Jamaica. And it's like some of them are opening up their mind like, oh, what I just say? Of course, I would prefer the Prime Minister of Jamaica as a female, say she's the Queen of Jamaica, than say Queen Elizabeth is the Queen of Jamaica. And shift this argument about crown land. Why the hell we still talking about crown land? Whose crown? Which land? When 700,000 people is seen as squatters in Jamaica. 700,000 people is seen as squatters who have no land. And we know say land is power. Most wars that has been fought on earth was fought over land. The land, the Palestinian and the Israeli them now is land them a fight for. The same Hong Kong and China thing is land. When Europe, when the French and the Portuguese, the Arabs and these people was plundering people place, is land them that try acquire. So land, Jamaican people don't own the land because them still maintain that it's crown land. And when you go to court, you are going against the crown, not the people. If a man murder a Jamaican, you don't go to thing and say, Tom Judge versus the people. Because we're not a republic. Them say Tom Judge versus the crown. What the hell that is have to do with nothing? The constitution we have is a little trumped up thing. Trumped up by some little guys where it's still a maintain white supremacy in them heart and never even know what white supremacy them are maintain because the devil still black and the angel still white in the sky. And one day we're going to get saved because them going to save a rich like we. It's a terrible thing. What that have to do with anything? It have that to do with a whole heap of things. It have that to do with a whole heap of things. That is why you did have civil war. You did have civil war in USA before it was the United States. The South was fighting the people, them the same North, because they never liked what was going on in England. And how England did come manipulate them. They want them independence from England. And after them get rid of the Confederates and all them things, they start to form the United States of America. Then become one continent. One continent. And we there so, I swear to the Queen and her successors. Can you believe that? In an independent state. In an independent state, the Jamaican government is working and swearing to the Queen and her successors. Amen. For henceforth let it be. What that have to do with anything? It have something to do with dignity. Dignity. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's not house and land. But dignity, and everybody must walk with dignity. Confidence in yourself. Marcus Garvey said if you have no confidence in yourself, You are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence you have won even before you have started. And these little house, bossy slave, jacket and tie slave, I walk around the place like said them is leaders and masters for the people. When them keeping the people them dignity underground, under them foot, just like the white angel upon the British insignia of the black angel under him foot. Just like how the police kneel down in the black man neck till him dead, him can't breathe. I can't breathe neither. I cannot breathe either. It must fix, because the Prime Minister did say him did never get rid of that too. And that become like secondary now, because them so corrupt that him not have no time to think about those like frivolous things. Him have to think about which one I minister them a thief people money and a thief the people them money and a get corrupt. That the World Organization I say where we deal with corruption say Jamaica is in at the top 10 of money laundering. Who is laundering money? When the money they left here, which part them go? Who will let them go? Me know say that nobody don't arcade. I do that. Me know say that don't nobody in a Spanish town I do that. And the same guys them in them jacket and tie, and them doing it. Give Jamaica a bad name. After we, who them despise or Rasta, I give Jamaica a good name, them come with them jacket and tie, and them thievery, and I give Jamaica a bad name, and then them look down upon we as Rasta in a Jamaica. Cruel and wicked people. Cruel and wicked. And then every 5 years them come with them argument about vote for me and I will fix your road and fix you. Look on the road them. Look on the road them. Look on the crime rate. Every day. Either a man or some picnic get shot. Every day. It's either them get shot by the crooked man them who have gone or the crooked man them who have a uniform. Every day. Every day that happening in Jamaica. And we are watch it. And we are look upon it. And we are say, why them doing all these things? What is the plan that them have? Them do have no plan for fix it. Nothing. Them don't have no plan. Them just hope say it just fade away like the coronavirus. That is what them do. Them hope to the crime thing just fade away. And then them can get back to business as usual. What is the business as usual? Skim. Conniving. Put them finger on their hand in the cookie jar. And when them can't find the cookie, them take away the jar. Terrible thing. So them mother country, England, is showing up how racist they are by running we who help them out of England. Did the Chinese join the Royal Air Force to help to kill Germans? I don't know. I just asking because I'm not so versed with these historical reference points as it relates to wars and rumors of wars where nation rise against nation. I'm just asking, what did the Chinese do to play a part in the battle that was fought between England and Germany? What were the Chinese part? What did they play? What part did they play? Because I don't remember seeing no Chinese flying no Air Force, no plane. Maybe they was there because all of them have citizenship. All of them, they have more Chinese citizens of Britain than the Caribbean. And as we feel the brunt of these people, we feel the brunt. So now we are asked now, really and truly, if that is not the eyes of racism, what it is, what is it? Them divide India. All these things I don't know if the Prime Minister know. That it was England who divide India, one side Pakistan and one side India. Devastate the people, them economy. Devastated. I don't know if the Prime Minister know that. But him need to know that. Maybe him don't care to know that. Because him busy. Him busy trying to say how he can stop members of his party putting them on in the cookie jar and not taking it out. So the article go on to declare that the UK government has estimated that as of February, there were 349,881 holders of British overseas national passports and 2.9 million people who were entitled to one in Hong Kong. Entitled to one. So, you know, so most people are going to support that move. I not say I not support it. I not don't support it and I not support it. But it just goes to show. It just goes to show. Because if him can give that opportunity to a people, I don't see why that couldn't be extended to a people who help them and who them disenfranchised over the years. We help England to build up England. We help the British to build up England. Liverpool is a testament to that. Bristol, those places are a testament to how black people help to build England. And how Jamaica specifically was part of the abundance of things that the British use to make themselves wealthy. I mean, I tell them they were wealthy before because they did a plunder and a rape and a rob other countries. Africa, India and them places, they did a rape the people them long time. But we know, say, we as people in a Jamaica, yeah, so. And them know. Cause I hear Prince Philip him name, say, England owe a wealth of gratitude to the black people them in the Caribbean. Him said that. England owe a wealth of gratitude to the black people them in the Caribbean. Yes, that's Prince Philip. It's a terrible thing. Terrible thing when we look upon it and wonder what the hell our representatives are doing. Them standing in Parliament. Anyway, it's not a joke thing. Don't make nobody tell you about say, well, it's just another flu. It's not just another flu. It's a virus that is spreading, and it spread fast, and it is killing people, and it's making people sick. And even when you get better, underlying things let them know, seeing say it's happening to people. Stroke and heart now function properly because them did have it. So even though them get better, even though the people them have it and get better, and when I talk about people, how much them say 65, you must 65 and over. We are talking about 60 and under. And that we are working with now, 60 and under. Most of the people them we are get it now is 60 and under. Well, last year a 80-year-old person get it. Most of the people them we are come to Jamaica with, they come off a plane, them are not 70, 90. And some 30-year-old and 40-year-old. And you're the problem with it now. Because when the youth them do what them do, them don't care. Them just do what them do. And you're going to show them now and say, boy, oh, you know, man, you know, I didn't see no, I did that and that. Oh, where I try to tell me, say, me see my woman, me no feel go up, and me see my, well, I know your woman because you don't live with her. I don't so. You know, see, it's weird. You understand? I hear what me I say now. Hear what me I say now. You see, when you catch it, the chances are that you're going to get better. But you see, before you get better, you're going to give somebody it. It's a chain reaction, like a domino effect. It's a domino effect that are going on, you know. So all when you say, boy, you want to see me have it and me get better, and me not show no sign, but me can self-quarantine myself and get rid of the little sneeze and the little this and the little that. You see, by the time you say you get rid of that and you go on to about your normal way of life, you know how much people you go amongst. You could have see me on the road and I say, wow, Mutabaruka, wow, come touch me and me car. You think so I left out my car out right? You come touch up me and my car and push your hand through the window and I say, where I say, well, long time Mutabaruka, you want to see me that? Hey, enough thing me like what you say and all them things there. 3 years time, Muta not about. So wait, if you have corona, I know you have to go find everybody where Muta did go amongst. You understand? And create complication. When you just realize we are going, man. I talk about the youth, them. I talk about people who under 50, under 40, under 30. Don't come go like say, you don't know nobody was dead or you don't know nobody was sick. Because that's the argument, you know, what people are saying. You know, me don't know nobody will have it, you know. So true, you don't know nobody will have it. I mean, really. I tell you, it's a weird thing, you know, because what you know. If me just come from culture, me tell it's a rain or fall. I say, but no rain or fall, long as so. It means no rain or fall. Rain or fall somewhere. Me just say to no. I mean, no, I will heap of ones listen to this program, yeah. Me hardly say the youth have en mass. And the thing with it now, it almost come like a fashion statement. Yes, it's a fashion statement. Me see I go on and with the mass thing, you know. And not only that, I'm gonna drive in the air, but me tell you something, Jamaican people, come in and hear them and tell you this, you know, look here. If you are driving in your car and you are alone in the car, you don't need to wear a mask. If you are walking on the street and it's you one walking, as long as you don't go in and no crowd and no bus, you don't need to wear a mask. Because you know what will happen now? You see that mask on the heart going to give you another sickness. Because you're going to breathe out carbon dioxide and breathe it in back. It's a pressure thing, you know. It's a pressure thing by your nose. You're supposed to breathe oxygen, carbon dioxide out there, oxygen out there. When you have on the mask and you have it on like say it's part of your nose and your face, and you wonder about the place. Nobody know about near you, nobody know the road. Even if you walk on the road and nobody know, you know, you're not pork for going or somewhere and all them way there. You don't really need to have on a mask, you know, because me I tell you, you know, it's a mask thing there. If you're masking there, sustaining that thing over your nose or your mouth for a long period of time, it's going to cause something else. I tell you this. I don't need no WHO to tell me that. It's a common sense. Because your nose, you saw black people nose big, your nose hole. That's why we can't go into the tabernacle of the Lord, you know. Because according to the Bible, no flat-nosed people can't enter the tabernacle of the Lord. You understand? Moses decides to look at your nose too big. You can't go over there, so you have 1 foot. You go over which part, the big nose people them there. You think I joke me I make? I saw it going to the Bible, you know. All right. So when me I say to you now, black people nose big for a purpose. And your nostrils is where keep you sustain and maintain you. It's your mouth, your nose, breath of life, oxygen. We get oxygen from the plant them and we give them carbon dioxide and them breathe and we breathe and everything is in harmony. This is when you have that mask over your nose sustaining. And I recommend that you see people who work in a supermarket and people who work in at the bank, who when you go there, you see everybody have a mask. Tell the owner, say, Muta, say, you must get a chance to get up from around the cash register and take off the mask somewhere that you can breathe properly. The government now tell you that. Because them a follow the World Health Organization criteria of what to do and what not to do. We don't follow that, we follow common sense. You need the mask when you're amongst people. You need the mask when you're amongst people because all me attack enough now. Me attack enough now on this thing, you know. You know much things that come out of my mouth and I fly all over the place. So if somebody there near me and they know they're not distance from me, all of them things there, whether that may catch COVID or not, you don't want a man speak like go all over your face and all them things and he must sneeze and him not cover his mouth and the mask help to at least prevent a lot of those people from go far enough to come lodge in your nose, lodge in your mouth. So meanwhile you help yourself, you help the other person. Young people must know that. They must know, say, it's not only yourself you help, but you help your mother who now go scan you. Because it's the weirdest thing. It's the weirdest thing, you know. You will put on the mask, you will for people, and your family come around and you know about no mask, you don't care. Because your family, you have to say your family, but your family can't have it too, you know. But more than likely people, you see your daughter and your nephew and your brother come to you. If them not have no mask, you not check nowhere. But stranger come round where your mask there. Me I say, don't make no one tell you, say, you must mask not necessary. If you see, if you want to wear it as a fashion statement, like you have on a black pants, you just wear a black mask. You know, you have on a blue pants or your fingernails. Have on certain fingernail thing, you just wear one with man. Or if you have on a red ear from China and your red fingernail from India, you know, you can wear a red mask and make it look nice. You understand? Just mask it out. Because it is a serious thing. It is a serious thing. You know, say every time somebody come here and have it, and then can't find the person, you have all the government said 100 people in a year have to go look for them. All them can't do that for the robbery, the murder of them. Eh? Then at the end of the year, so them said about 100 people don't Wesley, you know. At Tivoli, and somewhere Douglas. Them said about 100 people don't get look for the person. And then we laugh down there. I said, what we had? Oh, them now said 100 police and soldiers in a year. Why them have to call a state of emergency? For that. But them now call a state of emergency for the criminal them and catch them. Because them are call a state of emergency for criminal them, but they're not catching none. Them not capturing no gun. But them find the person who have it in the area and then test other people and say, all right, who are the demons? That. And that was that. May I tell the people them say, this is my public service announcement. People, young people, don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Don't be going on like say, they hear them say, we not catch it. We not catch it. But me will catch it. And that me assure you, me will catch it. And me catch it from Uno. You know, see? Me say, some man come now, but them hold up them elbow and I'll lick your elbow. Me don't let them think there, you know. Me know why the guy come hold up him elbow to me, you know. Me not touching you. Yeah. If me I catch it, me must catch it from a woman, not you. Me know what no man go about elbow. Elbow what? You know what me say? Wireless. Why you love toots? Why you love toots? Hey, toots, you know, easy, you know, that's that. You know, somebody have a tune for play by toots, yeah. Me don't really want to play it, you know, but it's weird if me not play it. Yeah, it's weird if me not play it because me have to play it because him go through all of that to make that tune, yeah. And me have to go play it. But me still play it, though, but let me tell you something, man. Toots in that thing where him say, wireless, him not touch nobody. A long time I tell that before the coronavirus coming up. Yesterday though when we said Toots now, Toots I go like say one lick off my finger, lick off my way name. I say wireless. Him say yes, that's true, you know, wireless. No. You know see it? Some people know, why I tell you, watch out, me I take sleep on my, let you know, me I look on where I go in America, you know. Me I look on where I go in America. And me know say right now, me that never know say me that live for here, countries in Europe I say, them not allow no American to come off and no plane in them country. Me never know would I hear that. Them not allowing no American to take coming in them country. Eh? And this is the earth gone, you know. Which part of the earth? America. How that's going to work out? How that's going to work? Because when name the president I go after China, he might use China now as scapegoat and I say, oh, Kung flu. Kung flu is a Kung flu. Chinese flu. So he might play that for the people them continuous, you know, to divert them to China now. And then this guy, you know, Johnson now, play that game to know with the Chinese them now. I mean, I take up the Chinese, you know, because we have our problem down here with them. You know, see it? I tell you the truth. We have a serious problem with the Chinese them who are kill out all of the donkey them and I eat them. And I dump the bone them down a manig. I know you nobody come up with it yet. A man go around and go take picture of the bone them and say, look how the man. You say a China man take a man, boom, and lick a donkey now with a blue flay donkey there drop on the go, you know. I don't know which restaurant they meet they're going to end up in. I am serious. I don't know where those meat will end up. And it's not a it out against Chinese because the other day them decided to cancel the dog food festival in China. You see that thing there? Where them are plan to cancel the dog. What them call it? Dog festival. It's not a dog festival where you show dog, you know. It's the cooking. It's cooking the dog them. It might sound gross when we say it, but the Chinese don't see it as gross. So why should I say I talk about it and feel gross? Because them come out with it. It's all over the place. Them cancelling the dog meat festival. But them used to have for years them have it. I know them I say because of COVID now, them are cancel the festival and not casting no aspersions like Donald Trump and Chinese people. I'm saying what is. You know. And Chinese eat certain things, rat bat and all them something like thing. But not to mention that because we have certain things down here like pig. You know, Jamaican people they have pig and you can't tell them all. They might eat pig trotters, pig belly. They might eat goat balls. And some weird thing that people eat it all the time. Imagine you hang up a goat by him foot with him head down. And a head for him balls. So, be like we are choose story over there, so better watch how we are choose the story over here. So because if you eat pig, you can't yam anything. If you eat pig, you can't yam anything. It's just because your mind and your culture show you say, no sir, me not eat drunk crow, me not eat dog and all them. And you say, man, not eat dog. Yes. You have countries where people look down upon you if you eat donkey. And people look down upon you if you eat dog. You understand? So me just say, this is a serious thing we are talking about. Serious thing. As I say, we're not throwing a stone. You know, we're not burying nobody. We just say, we live in a situation where we need to take more care of what is happening. We need to take care. It's about taking care. It's about understanding where your headspace is supposed to be. And right now we're living in a situation where the possibility of we getting sick is more now than ever before. And we don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. Yeah, and I don't want because of some little weird mistake where people make because them not keep them physical distance and them not wear them mask. Me go get it. You understand? It's just that. This is the Steppin razor. Yes, about March. You know, we see in Ethiopia where you know you have a tribal war, well, a conflict of such are going on in Ethiopia for years. We know about the Eritrean Ethiopians, them are fight, but we have 2 tribes in Ethiopia. We have fight for years now. And we see where them tear down a statue of Haile Selassie father. Yeah, them tear down. I think them tear down a statue of Haile Selassie too. Yes, but we see the one with the father. Them tear down a statue of Haile Selassie father. You know, tribal war, rampant. That's all. A whole heap of ones in a Shashamane I go through hell with this tribal war. Well, they're for a long time, but this tribe versus that tribe. And because Haile Selassie was the one who was responsible for give the land, Shashamane land, to the African community outside of Ethiopia. The ones them who's not of his tribe is adamant that them want the people them come off of the land because I feel them land. So yes, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So we are telling you that them tear down a statue of Makonnen. We are well, I saw the one with Makonnen, but I never see the one with Haile Selassie, but I don't doubt it that them tear down 2 statues, according to my report, that yeah, them tear down a statue of Haile Selassie, them tear down a statue of Makonnen in Ethiopia. This is the Steppin razor. Why listen to this? The temple in
God. That is why Jesus walked into the temple and he whipped people out. Say, all of you get out. One by one, get out. What are you selling? You're selling doves, get out. What are you selling? You're selling wristbands, out. What are you selling? You're selling anointing oil, Puma, out. What are you selling? You're selling stickers, oh, Puma, out. What are you selling? That is why Jesus walked into the temple and he whipped people out. Say, all of you get out. One by one, get out. What are you selling? You're selling doves, get out. What are you selling? You're selling wristbands, out. What are you selling? You're selling anointing oil, Puma, out. What are you selling? You're selling stickers, oh, Puma, out. What are you selling? You're selling anointed towels, for what? Out. Tell me one man of God right now who's using his own anointing oil as a hand sanitizer. Tell me one pastor right now. Listen, you are sitting here and you are sitting here. Tell me now. We are in quarantine together. We are quarantined together. We are isolated together. Tell me now, if there is any pastor you have heard or seen, all those pastors who sell anointing oil. Tell me if there is any pastor you have heard that is saying the world and all the prophets who've been claiming that they can heal the sick, who've been claiming that they're all powerful and mighty. Tell me one of those pastors who have gone to pray for coronavirus patients. Not even one. Not even. And you come and tell me that even after this corona passes, you will still march back to that church. You need deliverance. I'm telling you. You need deliverance. After corona passes, you will still take your Bible and say, Papa, pray for me because I'm having a chest pain. You are a fool. You are a fool. After coronavirus passes, you still take a Bible and say, I want the men of God to pray for me. Oh, I want to go and line up for deliverance. Yep. If you could not pray for any coronavirus patient, so let me declare and make this bold statement tonight. Yes, sir. Any pastor who cannot pray for coronavirus patients now is prohibited after coronavirus to be calling for healing services. Any pastor who cannot go to the hospital right now to pray for coronavirus patients, let us not hear you or see you on the poster after corona has passed, calling people for healing and deliverance. Thunder will strike you. I'm telling you. Thunder will fire you wherever you are. If you have power of healing, call for a healing and deliverance session at your house. Tell them, bring coronavirus patients to my house.
Hello. Yes.
Oh, hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm calling about a mistake that you and Kabu keep making. and is with regard to saying that we're independent. No, I want to ask you, this year on the 6th of August, what are we celebrating?
I don't celebrate it, but they say we are celebrating independence of Jamaica.
Okay, repeat that word.
Repeat which word? It's a word of word.
You said that we're celebrating.
The Jamaican people was coerced into celebrating something that is not a reality in Jamaica. They call it independence.
And what is it called?
Independence, them say.
Right. Now, if you take that word, what you're saying is that you are in dependence.
Yes.
You are in a state of dependence.
Independent, yes.
Yes. And it comes back to what you've been talking about, symbols. Words.
No, wait, hold on. What you say is a mistake, that man, Cabo make. What is a mistake?
Because you keep insisting that we are supposed to be independent and we are not independent. But
and you say that we are independent. You are saying that we are independent.
That we are in a state of dependence. Because that is what we celebrate.
Yeah, but I don't, no, excuse me. I don't know what is the conflict here. If you are saying that we are in a state of dependency, that's exactly what we are saying. That's what we are saying. It's not a mistake I am making.
The point. You feel that we are not being treated the way we should be because
as an independent
we are
nation,
independent people.
Yeah,
but we are definitely being treated the way we should be because we're in a state of dependence. And this is how they use the symbolism. It comes back to what you're saying. You have to know the symbol and what it means.
Okay.
It's the same like emancipation. If you break that down, E is a Latin word, which means out of, and man.
You're breaking up.
Oh, sorry. Yes. E is Latin, meaning out of. Man is English, as you know. Anticipation, if you think of the word anticipation. So emancipation is looking forward to being in a state where your manhood is taken from you. So when you, as you rightly said, when you can see a man, a naked black man, stand up in front of a naked black woman and he don't even have an erection, something is wrong. And that's
he's emasculated.
Because he's man.
I don't see the conflict, though. I don't see the conflict. I don't see the conflict. Because what you are saying is exactly what I get credence to, so I don't really see the conflict.
No. But the thing is, you all keep saying we are independent and we should be treated like independent people. But what I'm saying to you is that if you break the word down...
No, I am saying that we are not independent. No, I am saying that we are not independent.
The opposite to what you are thinking it means.
I'm saying, okay. You got into the etymology of the words.
Means being in a state of dependence rather than self-reliant.
Okay. So tell me, what should the Jamaican people be celebrating?
I don't know really what we should be celebrating. Right now, I don't see where we have reached in terms of clearing our minds.
Beautiful.
All the mental brainwashing.
Okay,
and
I am agreeing with you totally.
The statue for the emancipation is standing up. Two black people standing naked.
Like them have corona.
Right, and in a pool of water.
Yes,
that is very significant. And it's the same reason why there is a black woman with her genital parts stuck in a pool of water on the telephone directory.
Yeah, we should talk to Chucky 1, 2, and 3 about that.
Yes. You see, there's a lot of symbolism going on that we're not aware of, and I just want to bring it to your attention so that you don't repeat it and that we find something else to see. So I suggest self-reliant.
I find something to say already. I find something. I don't celebrate none of those things, but.
All right.
Okay, give thanks. Thank you for the input.
We need to start stressing that to Jamaican people so that they understand how they are being bullied.
You're breaking up again. You're breaking up again.
Okay.
It sounds like you were listening to me last night, though. Okay.
All right, good.
So don't hear me. It sounds like she was listening to me last night. That's beautiful. And our carving out of the word sound like she could have come from a Rastafari background too. The way she talking about the word. Man. Yes. Okay. Yes, hello.
Evening, Brother Muta.
Blessed.
Yeah, man, I called you last night and I thought, yeah, you cut me off.
Me? I don't never do such a thing. Cut you off? No, man.
And I believe. But anyway,
what you was talking
I
about?
want to ask you something.
What you was talking about?
If I strip myself naked, I'm going to one of the towns in Jamaica now and stand up in broad daylight. What do you think would happen to me?
Let me take you up and say you're mad.
Alright. Yesterday you see in gold statue?
No, I don't see it.
If I go beside that statue to take a picture with the statue, what are the most likely pose you think I would want to be in?
I don't know. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I don't know.
The to the world pose.
The what?
To the world. You know, the pose with this and point up in the air.
Oh, yeah. They were invent.
Right,
yeah.
because the statue stay like that.
Yes.
So why if me go beside the statue in an Emancipation Park and strip the clothes now, me and my husband strip myself naked so we are going to take a picture with the statue.
No, they would have locked you up.
Problem?
Yeah, they would have charged you indecent exposure.
Right. So the reason why I bring it up now, I was taught that the slaves were taken from Africa.
Yes.
They were dehumanized, so they were shaved and they were stripped naked.
Of course, yes.
And they were shackled together in chains and made to march, go towards the ship and so.
The ship them in a chain,
I've been wondering how nakedness come to be.
Emancipation. That we want. No, you see, you must understand that guy out there is a gay guy, you know. He's a gay guy.
Okay.
He don't respect women because I couldn't stand up in front of a woman so much long. And I think like the lady just said a while ago about the erection.
I heard her mention about this statue. I'm not talking about that aspect of the sexual aspect, but the statue.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I'm just putting
black people, and then you are naked.
Yes.
Looking up, and it is a symbol of emancipation. I'm wondering how that becomes a symbol of emancipation when the same nakedness was used as a symbol of your enslavement and your chain.
Yeah. Emasculation. No, I'll tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
In other countries, you see, that representation is not seen. What you see is some of the statues and that them you have a slave with a long gun in him, and that is where them show a whole heap of countries you have the slave with a family. The family. Him woman and him child in him hand. A runway or something like that. Jamaica now is a naked business going on there, so I don't know. I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Right, because if people now, say for instance, we visit now, and me and my husband start beside the statue and strip naked, so we have patterned the statue. We take just a photo up, safe. Right?
Yes.
That would have been against some law
yes.
conduct.
Yeah, anytime you're ready to do it, tell me.
That is a symbol of shame.
Anytime you're ready to do it, tell me.
Right.
I can get some cameraman out there.
So, on the matter of independence.
No, by the way, wait. Hold on. Did you know that statue made it to Playboy magazine?
No, I never.
Yeah, man, it was in Playboy magazine, man. That will show how weird it is. Emancipation statue gone in a Playboy magazine, I show. Because you know what Playboy magazine is?
I've heard.
Yeah, it's about the body. It's about the celebration of body. So, them never put it in there because of emancipation thing. They put it in there because it fit their profile very well. Two naked people. Fit it.
Right.
Anyway, you were saying no.
So I was saying that on the matter of independence, I was wondering about it since I was little and so with the whole Queen as head of
state, head of state.
Right. And I'm saying independence, as the previous caller was saying, and as others have been saying, why do we need to have some form of attachment when we are independent? So I've been considering that the whole system is not that slavery has been ended, but it was monetized. Because now, it's like we're working, trying to achieve something, but we're not seeing it, working ourselves to death, and the whole control. If you're talking about land, I can't think of anything that never came from the land. Or food. As the baby born, the first thing, feed the baby, because we can't live without food. The land provides us the food and everything that we need. But when
everything on earth comes from the land. Everything on earth.
States need land. Even in this country. The amount of something we have to go through, and then the money where them put on the land, we can't even access the land. Right? So I am wondering why is there a certain type of control? And when persons get up and talk, we hear that they will look at this and that, and 20 years pass and they're still looking at this and that.
Both the slave them, man. Both the slave control the thing. And them,
so it's like a monetized slavery. It's not really independence or emancipation or whatever it is.
Yes. I agree with you.
Because look at the land. I never see nobody go down in our grave with land. Only the dirt where the minister sprinkle and said earth to earth, dust to dust, ashes to ashes. And people are fighting over land because there's something in the land.
Yes. Land is power, man.
Right. And it can give us a sense of well-being, control, and all wealth. Because the
right.
And place to live and so and we there like this is the we go on the ship and something they'll come here and it is one something going round and round and round, a vicious cycle.
Every time. And then we just are going like so we can't see it.
Like but I've been looking at it and say we not see any form of independence and something, because if a certain class of people want to achieve something, it's like there is some hold or control where you're not given the opportunity to achieve that sort of thing. What if a red tape and go for this and that, and then the money price to it?
Yeah. Yes, we have a far way to go still after all of that. After Paul Bogle, after Taki, after Nani, after Marcus, we have a far way to go, Mama. Serious thing.
Yes, so before I look at something you said last week when in the night there. An hypothetical case now. If I were to use the King James Version of the Bible and teach my child about Jesus, what color would I tell my child that Jesus had?
What color him have? Well, all right. Based off of where all right, based off of where
this white person, I don't know how I could explain that to my child, because the Bible was not printed with pictures. So what color would I use the words in the Bible to describe to the child what the color that Jesus had?
Well, he was an African. That is the first thing. Because I'm born in a place where it's in Africa, where them separate.
In Revelation, it speaks about burning grass and speaks about the hair.
The hair was like
it's the color of his hands and his feet were like that. He said, use the word color.
Yeah, so it was like, it was dark skin.
Right, so because you were talking about passing down to children this white Jesus. From there, baby, a little pitney with understanding and looking. Me know so that picture, it couldn't be of Jesus because who did take him picture? Or who did paint him or draw him? So
well, it's Michelangelo. Give me one of the picture of them. Michelangelo, give one of the picture of them, the Italian. But, well, it's good that you didn't know that from your little baby. So that couldn't be him. It couldn't look like him.
Right, so I don't discuss Jesus or anything by photograph. I would have to use
but you couldn't do that. But you couldn't do that. You couldn't go really take a photograph and say Jesus that. It's a painting by a man, an image.
Right.
Yeah, so if you want to read Revelation and say that is him.
I don't know where them get that from because that photograph, where them get that photograph from?
No, it's not a photograph, it's a painting.
It's a painting,
that was done by a group of people to maintain them supremacy over the world. Because if you can conceive your God as white, therefore, that is really the ultimate. The ultimate, if your God in your mind is white and your Savior is white, then that self-esteem gone. Because the opposite is also true. Yeah, but all of the race.
Come from one common four-parent also.
Yeah, but all of them are not African. White people are not African.
Right. I know that's but the whole argument around
one ancestry.
White Jesus story, also people talking about it as if the Bible presented a picture of a white
Jesus. Yes.
You know,
but it's an old-time Bible.
Finally already, but listen to this part. You said something last week about when Jesus said to some people, say, many of you who are standing here will not
see until the Son of Man appear.
Right, but he never said many. He said some, and some and many cannot be used interchangeably.
All right, all right. Well, it don't.
The following chapter, the transfiguration happened when he appeared on the mount with Elias and Moses. So that was what he had been referring to. You know.
Hello.
So
all right. So make I explain it to you. Right? Because it don't make null and void the point I was making. If a man get up today and say, many years shall not see death until the Son of Man appear, you cannot read the passage from the point of view of the person who reading it to get the interpretation of the thing. You have to read from the point of who is saying it. So if I say, many years, means say, the people them who in front of me, a lot of you there shall not see them.
Some of them there. So I agree with you that it was referring to person.
So whether some are many,
the transfiguration happened after. He said that.
Yeah, but no, sister. Wait there, sister. The point is that people know who reading it is saying that a whole heap of people who is here. Hello. A whole heap of people who read it today in 2020 saying that it is talking to them. Many years will not see them. Eh?
No, but I'm saying in a person that they use take things out of context also because of
yes, them interpreting the thing from the point of view. They are interpreting the thing from the point of view of the reader rather than the person who is saying it. I am saying that when the Bible said there's many who shall not see death, it's not me my talk because I wasn't there when he was saying it.
Yeah,
I cannot interpret it. Okay. I just want him to get it clear. Anyway, give thanks.
Yes, man.
Give thanks to the call, you know.
Yeah.
This is the Steppin Razor. You're blessed, man. Yeah, man, may I listen?
Yeah, Muta, give thanks.
Aye.
Every time, man, as you know. First, my call and I really get through with your program, as you know, sir.
Oh, you get through, you know?
Yeah, man, for real, man. I look at issue I did want to share with you still. I did look at you going with it. I don't like a thing you go on with the black people them back in the day. I think I'm at the southern part of the US.
All right, y'all listen to your radio, you know. Y'all, Bridget, y'all listen to your radio. Yo, y'all listen to your radio.
Now turn it down.
Everybody in the world is supposed to know that by now, man. So when you call radio, you have to turn down radio. How long still I do it?
Yeah, man, to me, they're far from it, man. They're far from it. But
yeah, but me, I hear it, and y'all listen to it.
Sure.
Yeah, what you say now? About the baby then?
Yeah, I tell you about a little issue where they usually go on with back in the day. I think in the southern part of the US. Where they usually...
use the baby them as bait.
Yeah, and use them as bait. You know what I mean? And enough black folks not really enlightened about that part of history too. That's why them have a little racial slur where them call it gator bait. You know what I mean?
Yes. Me can play the clip for you too, you know.
Black baby them for drawing the alligator them as
yeah. Me can play the clip for you. Me have the clip, me can play it.
Yeah, man, would I love if you do that, man. Would I love if you do that. And I make sure again, mate, I just highlight how Indy come Steppin on the new thing, they don't have rockabissa there. Love that, man. You know?
Yes.
Them pick up and kill in front of his mother. Yeah, man, love how Indy come Steppin on it and know them do them investigation, you see me I say, and come through to the point that it's see. Because we need to know what really good on, you see me I say.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, man, we love it too. And that's why we didn't really appreciate it too, because we have to say, how come them take so long to reach down there? That's why we appreciate the breaking from the Jamaica for justice. You know, how come them do ever reach down there need that? So, you know, yes. We get called from all of England about it, you know. Yeah, man, people say them ready for help the woman and all them really. So, you know, we just try to get her a lawyer this morning to figure it out. You know, so, yes. Something have to be done, man. I won't put them happen according to the brother. But when you see certain things happen to another one, like man take you up off of the road, carry you by your yard of murder you, with your mother there, that is outrageous, man. Can't make that go.
Outrageous, man.
Outrageous.
Man. And to say somebody will represent the law.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're supposed to have the things more professional, you know what I mean? You can't have the things that in a hooliganism and we get so more than a last, you know, but you can't take it out for an innocent civilian. And if the man not innocent, you bring in the man because you have him in custody and make we hear what is the fact of the matter, you get me?
Yes.
Murder him and then we don't hear nothing, so that means if the people they never come out on a black road and thing, we don't hear.
Yeah, them wouldn't go down there. Nobody would go down there. Make the woman a ball on the place.
Alright, and I know for that to see go on. You get the man to move.
No fight to go on, Bridget. No fight.
I saw more of the people to come out one time and see a level of injustice. You get the man say.
Yeah. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the thing where you ask the people them where you want to hear. Yeah, make the people them hear what you talk about.
I just want to shed a little light on this. I just want to say, Marcus Garvey did say black man now will know himself till him back is against the wall and I believe it. You tell me that the whole of the Governor General them were there.
From Circle Food.
That badge there and sister is a white man a step on a black man neck. I saw them what I call a position that they not even take in consideration all of the racial negativity and all of the abomination.
Terrible, Bridget. That goes to show what kind of system.
Black people, you know, man.
That goes to show what kind of system right now. If you are aware that I don't know, what else you're going like say you don't know? What else you know and go like you don't know?
Alright.
You know? And as me I say, I could talk about where them don't know. I could talk about where them know. And them still maintain and perpetuate white supremacy. In them actions. In them actions, you can say it's a maintenance of white supremacy that is governing Jamaica and the society at large. Yes. Anyway, we have to go to a break, yeah?
Yeah, man. Give thanks in a motor.
I'm going to play. Just listen to the Gator thing where you talk about. Gator baby, yeah?
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. Bless up, man. Every time. Big up you and the IRA family, man. Every time. You see me?
Thursday, we go until 5:45. That is where it is. All right. So, what did they know? We did I tell the brethren say, we want to play this. We are telling the brethren say, we want to play this Gator thing. Yeah. Okay, here we're going to play the Gator thing. I get confused, I know. I get confused, I know, you know. Okay. Make we do this. You're going to get a little, I may confuse it more. This thing, it cute. No, Rasta. It come like in the eye, you know, Rasta. You hear think, you know, you think. All right, here we go.
Over the years, I've been collecting artifacts. As a matter of fact, I've been collecting little pencils like this. I've seen alligators on jars. I've seen alligator ashtrays, and I've seen them depicted with kids in it. And I was wondering why the children would be there. As a matter of fact, this particular pencil sharpener, this is a pencil sharpener or a pencil holder with a black head of a baby sitting out of its mouth. I didn't pay any attention. I have been collecting for quite a few years, and I have the posters and things like that about different things. And then one day I was down in Florida. I'd gone down with my wife, and I took a trip for myself off to the WWII, going out to hunt artifacts. And in my quest to hunt artifacts, I came upon a pawn shop in Sanford, Florida. In the pawn shop was a gentleman who owned it. They went and got him and told him I was there, and I wanted to buy some of the shackles he had hanging around the walls. I asked him, could I buy them? He said no. He didn't want to sell anything. He just wanted me to see it. Then we began to talk. And I asked him, I said, look, please, let me buy something. I got to take something from here. He says, no. He says, I don't want to sell anything. He said, but I'm going to the back and I'll sit down. Meanwhile, he came out and came back out and began to talk to me. He said, you know, he said, you probably don't know this. He said, but years ago, he said, my grandfather, before he died, told me of the things they would do. He said he would go down. He said his grandfather said they would go down and they would take babies with them. I said, what do you mean babies? He says, well, let me tell you. He said the slaves who had babies, they would steal the babies during the course of the day, sometimes when the mothers weren't washing. I said, what do you mean babies? I said, you mean babies like 5 or 6 years old? He says, no. These babies, some would be infants, some would be a year old. He said some would be toddlers. He said they would grab these children and take them down to the swamp and leave them in pens like little chicken coops. They would go down there at night, take these babies and tie them up because they hunted the big bull alligators. These big bull alligators were not raised on farms. They were in the wild. These alligators would weigh 600, 700, 800 pounds. Those are the ones they wanted. They would skin them, make the wallets, get the meat, do different things with them. He said, but what they were doing was tie them up, put a rope around their neck and around their torso, around here, and tie it tight. He said, the baby, I said, well, what would the babies be doing? He said, well, my grandfather said they'd be screaming. He said, what would you do? He said, just let them scream. He said, what they would do, it would help them to chum the water. He said, when they would throw the babies in, tied to this rope, he said, in a matter of minutes, he said, the alligators were on them. He said, the alligators would clamp his jaws on that child. As a matter of fact, once he clamped on him, he was really swallowed. You couldn't see anything but the rope. And we would pull the alligator in and tie his nose and hit him in the head with an axe, a pickaxe. He said we would then drag him to the shore. We'd drag him to the shore and leave him lay, and we would do it again, maybe 2 or 3 times a night. He said, I said, so what do you mean? He said, well, yeah, they were taking these babies and killing them for alligator bait. I said, so all these things I've been collecting, are really, really something that I can really talk about and say they are the truth by what you say? He said, I'm telling you, he said, Nobody wants to talk about it. He said, I'm only telling you because you're here. I may never hear from you again. He said, but these things actually depict the acts that they did to slave babies back in the Bayou country and down the South. They did this. They hunted alligators with these babies. That's why they call alligator baby.
Yes. Hello? Well, dia, business are going on. Somebody attack them dia. Yo, why you attack with your dia for you call the radio station? Eh? Hello? What's going on? Can they talk about him day off and him day off and him day off? All right. We could go on with this. Seriously, we could go on with this. Yo, why you talk about your day off and you call the radio station? Eh? Hello? What's going on? Time they talk about him day off and him day off and him day off. All right. We could go on with this.
Part 2.
Seriously, we could go on with this.
I notice when election they near, the cannies them come around with one bag of chattings to seduce the masses with them flowers coated tongue. Action answer, beautiful speaking, can't help jam down. The last time me check, promises did make, taxes collect, all I know poverty can't go down yet. Our politicians and them friends alone want to have the good things them. The good house them and the good car them. You fi see the money them spending. The Kyle tick like Sightman dumpling. Just out and stunting. Not working. Hear them now, away walk go. A them run things. The education man there never read between the lines. Right in front him eyes, fully done was on the rise. The only thing on him mind was the dollar sign. It's no coincidence. Cruel and him first name rhymes, allegedly. Down to the rules of the schools, the crooks use them higher senses. For Bennett, Mr. Speaker, you see in a real life, between the two color, none no better. All them doing is playing tit for tat. One desperate and afraid, so him I just so chat. The other one, bank book is getting fat. According to him wife, him is bringing sexy back. While crime and violence escalating and the public hospitals under attack. Alibaba and the 40 thieves behind the budget steering wheel, driving the country over a precipice. If them not shadow the brakes, we going have to usher them out of parliament quick. And the whole of we know how. So can I get a wow? Wow. Can I get a wow? Wow. Let me talk up the things them. The state don't care about the people who are struggling. If them life in danger and them call the police, them say them can't come cause them don't have no vehicle. Make dancer keep and it go 1 minute over. You see radio car, motorbike and helicopter. You goodly see the commissioner. Pure generalship. Only the poor alone them can trick. Next thing on the list is this. The pulpit is supposed to pull the people from the pit. Instead, you have predator pastors preaching, using prayers as excuse to pray and little picnic. When parents can't find food or parent, the pedos them come out with gifts and all these things. And by the congregation open them eye, trouble dead. 13-year-old girls pregnant by some big grey tone waist man who need to go hold them position. We're living in the age of the strange. Things change. These youths here were born nowadays are from them reach 12. Them a walk with 16 for hand you. Them we thief anything from cell phone to Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's frightening. As a people, we behaving like savage. With psyche damage. Jamaica is bleeding. No sir, me can't manage. More while, me have to get valedictory. Use piece of cloth, sap up the blood, just for keep me sanity. No disrespect to Edna Manley. Manley.
Yes, cherry natural, man. Me I tell you. Yes. Why you look, man? Shane Clark. Shane Clark, I celebrate him, what? 23rd birthday. 23rd birthday. Me I tell you. The man you can look young with them hole, you know. Alright, you know. This is a serious thing. I don't know if I introduce this thing, I know, but I have to go introduce it because I was ordered to do it by an elder. Can you imagine me I call somebody elder? Yes, elder in the music. Toots. Oh, you know Toots? Boy, Toots not easy, you know. Toots not easy, boy. Toots say motor, you know. You see, you, I want to do something for you. And you see what I do for you? Most long lasting. And you see, true, me as a musician, I have to do something where me can do good, which is music. So Toots go in the studio now. Play the instrument them pan. Boy, you look Nigel, you know. Nigel from Toots studio. When I talk about Nigel, when they zip Nigel from Toots studio. So Toots a show me say him have this tune where him record. And him want me play it on the radio. The problem with that tune is that it's me, the tune I talk about. And I find it very difficult to play a tune where it's me, the tune, where the thing I talk about. But I have to get over that one here because I have to play it. I was commanded and demanded to play the song. So I want to play this by Toots Ebert. You know, same son used to tour with me. We want to yell him, Upton Ebert. We want to yell up Upton Ebert. But Toots make this song here and say, this is my gift to you, Mutabaruka, for all the things that you do over the years. So make sure to the people them because you might not hear it again from me. You understand? You might hear it a foreign or when Toots a perform. So here we go with this tune, you know. Okay.
From east to west, from north to south, all the younger generation will know what it's all about. He's a Jamaican Rastafari, the poet. He's a descendant from Africa.
No, I want you know say this tune was not made as a dub or a special. This tune was made as a normal music. So I want to heal up Toots. I never know say Toots is doing at this light here to make a tune like this.
Good afternoon, how are you doing?
Oh, long time I don't hear from you.
I mean long time. Every time I talk to you, say a long time. Now what do I call you?
They for me want to say a long time.
No.
Long time can be at 2 hours, you know.
You know, may I call you for do me a favor?
What that?
May I ask you for play me one Dennis Brown song, please? Concrete Castle King.
Okay. Well, you name I remember, you know, anything you want to get play by RFM, you're supposed to get it. You know what I mean? Eh? All right?
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself. And
yeah, man. Give thanks to you for your man.
Yeah, man. Shane, bless up yourself. Happy Earth Strong again.
Shane, the lady, I tell you happy birthday.
I'm tell him already, but I just say it again.
Yeah, man.
Again,
give
okay.
thanks, I remember. Yell up, man.
All right, yeah, yes. Here we go. I hear up my good friend Glenn, you know. Glenn. Yeah, man, give thanks. Give thanks for your contribution too. Yes, give thanks. So you know, we want to celebrate Glenn's birthday, you know. So Jai, you know Jai, Marjorie K. Okay, Marjorie, you owe me a cake, you know. I want the cake. I want to get Glenn a cake for his birthday. So I come for the cake tomorrow. That's me can give care. Give Glenn. Why me I mix up the name them? Give Glenn the birthday cake. Okay, all right. I'm there, man. How you doing?
I'm there, man. I'm good, man. Hey, Mota, me ever complain, you know?
Who you complain to, Arpan?
IRFM, man. You can get...
You complain for IRFM, all right. Where you get to?
Yeah. Yes, here's the thing now.
What you say I can't get? What you say I can't get? What you say?
Yeah, more you talk to management of IRFM because we pay for the online service, but we not get it sometime.
You pay you pay IRFM?
The company, yeah, more time man didn't go call you and complain about it. I see him thing. I Jamaica me there right now. I'm Mr. Call you. We not get it.
Yeah, well, the people them supposed to listen. The IT department supposed to listen. Shane Long supposed to listen with, and Shamara supposed to somewhere listen with. And it's a consistent problem everybody are calling about. I can't do nothing about it, but we hope so them will fix it. I just see a letter where them send to a customer in England where them say them working on it. And that's all I can say. Them working on it. And,
okay, all right. Then I want to ask that question. I see your post.
Yeah, but you just ask me next question. You ask me the next question.
All right, may I ask you another question? I see you post up something for your social media.
Yeah, but that no, I'm not for doing that so now. If you ask about question, you now get no answer because I tell you say coming soon. So you can't hear nothing else until me post the next one.
Okay.
You understand? When we post the next one now, then you can ask about the first one.
Okay, all right. Well,
all right, bless it. Of course.
All right, then, look a bit.
Yeah, give thanks. Yeah, blessed man.
Yeah, man, me there, man, I go and listen, man. I tell you, I go and see him well.
Okay, give thanks.
Yeah, man, me there from the farm, and I go and from my small phone, you see me?
Hey, where you farm now? Tell me.
Well, you know, so I sit down right just saying I want a piece of pumpkin, when I look for some pumpkin.
Hey.
And some more something.
So you don't make no dumpling? You don't make no dumpling?
Well, I think there's some more something. We don't do it no dumpling now still.
Okay. All right, sir.
We grow, you know?
Of course.
Right now,
of course, me know.
But we're not getting no market now.
I'm only which fire there? Which fire there? Tell me which fire there.
Look, sir, I mean, I want man used to get some plants for Pleasant Hill, but get some
are you the pop chow sucker them? The pop chow sucker them?
Man, just time then, I go for rain and, you know.
What rain and fire now?
We just started
yeah, man, some serious rain and fire on the mountain, man.
Yeah, man, too long, rain
Me nah hear you go do, you know. You break up, man, the mountain and the something. I can't hear you, Bridget. Eh? You have to go call work next time because I don't hear you properly. Here? Sorry about that. Yeah. See, they know me here, you know, when you say, all right. This is the Steppin razor. Yeah, the Steppin razor. We're there with you. The last lap, you know. The Steppin razor. We're there with you. We want to heal up. The last lap, you know. The last lap. We want to heal up Shamara Preston, who upstairs there. We want to heal up Shane Clark. We want to heal up Nigel. The operator, who are the operator down there? I don't know who are the operator. Who are the operator, you know? If you don't hear me again, you know, I saw we have to go out. Vivian, wait. Oh, gosh, man. Hey, Vivian, how you do? Vivian. I'll tell you a long time I don't talk to Vivian, you know. Vivian, you know, so I don't miss you. But now that me hear your name, I miss you.